Hey guys, so I've been seeing this updo on Instagram and on Pinterest so many times, and today I'm going to recreate this style on a model. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide from ear to ear from the front, and in the back section I'm going to leave some hair out throughout the hairline. And now I'm going to section off the hair where my pump is going to be, and I'm going to clip that up because I'm going to use that later on. So for this hairstyle, I'm going to create my base on the lower portion part of the hair, and I'm going to divide this section into 3 vertical lines. And then I'm going to grab the middle section and I'm going to grab probably about half of the other 2 sections, and I'm going to just comb it together and create a ponytail. Now since we want this hairstyle to last, I'm going to just add a little bit of hairspray. And I'm going to just tie it with an elastic. A little bit so that the ponytail can be nice and tight. Cool. Now I'm going to curl my base with my flat iron, and I'm just going to grab little subsections of hair and I'm going to curl them in a whole bunch of different directions and sizes. And I'm just going to do that all throughout my ponytail. And then when I'm done with my base, I'm going to go around with the surrounding hair and curl that too. Okay, cool. So now I'm done with all my curling, and I'm just going to a little bit of crew pomade onto my palms. And I'm just going to spread it out and kind of run my fingers throughout the curls and start my pin curling. I'm going to grab a small section of hair and I'm going to wrap it around my fingers, and that becomes your pin curl. So you can kind of direct your pin curl and pin it standing up or sideways or laying down directly on the head. As long as you find a nice position for it, then most likely it's going to look good. Because in the beginning it tends to look a little bit funny just because the whole updo is not into place, but as soon as the updo is finished, I promise you, you will end up with a super nice updo. Don't be scared to overlap your curls, just make sure that you kind of keep both sides balanced. I'm telling you, this pomade really does magic. All throughout the updo, it's just so easy to work with, and I can just pin all day long. So now for this last hair strand, I'm just going to divide it into 2, and I'm going to pin curl it, and I'm going to flip it over, that way I can kind of get this 2 little circles on top of each other. And pin the other hair strand right next to it. So I'm going to fix this lopsided pin curl, and I'm going to just pin it back into place. And with my rat tail comb, I'm just going to kind of smooth things out, all the little flyaways. So when I tease, I grab the hair in a 90-degree angle, and I kind of hold up the hair tight so that it doesn't go loose, and I can really get the teasing into the hair. And now I'm going to bring that hair back, and I'm going to curl the ends. dividing each section into 3 or 4 other subsections. Now I'm going to do that throughout the whole pump area. So for this front section, I'm just going to tease lightly from the back. And then I'm going to smooth the hair back. Lightly place it over the pin curl and pin, and do the same thing with the other side, smoothing it as you go. So it's going to look something like this. Now I'm going to apply a little bit of wax in my hand, and I'm going to pin curl all the leftover hair. Okay, so we're done with pinning, and now I'm going to braid this whole left and right side. And with the leftover hair, I'm going to kind of start off with a French braid and direct my braid going backwards. And then just braid the leftover hair at the end. And I'm going to tie it with an elastic. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to just fluff out my braid and just bring a little bit of hair out. That way my braid can look fuller. So now I'm just going to pin the braid and hide the leftover hair. And I am done. Oh yeah.